Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I am back with another video. How are you doing, Nick?
I am doing great. How are you?
I'm pretty good. It's actually really not hot at all today. We're supposed to be
not.
getting some rain, so I'm excited to be sitting outside to film. Yesterday, I filmed inside, and I kind of missed it out here.
We tried to film my videos, but it was like 100 degrees outside, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go in. I'm going to relax.
It was bad. We were like pouring buckets of sweat sitting out here, and we were just like, we can't film right now, so we quit. But there are a few things that I want to talk about because apparently Amy Slaton has gotten arrested, girl, and I have some thoughts and opinions on that.
She is her own Mama June.
Oh, she is. I think she's going to be the next Mama June. I really do believe that.
You don't know how it is. There's stuff you can do.
So I want to talk about that as well as this Chase Bank money glitch that people are doing. This is absolutely crazy. We've talked about veneer techs. We've talked about people begging for money. We've talked about scammers, but you guys are not going to believe this.
People are stupid, basically.
That's what it boils down to. You have to be stupid to do what these people were doing. So if you guys want to know more about that, stay tuned to this video. Okay, so we've seen a lot of stupid shit in our time here on the internet. As millennials, we were kind of here like when the internet started and became popular, right? We've seen scam after scam after scam. I thought the scams were going to stop with the veneer techs. Like, y'all haven't had enough. Y'all let strange people, they don't know what the hell they're doing, play around in your mouth. But that wasn't enough. Now
that's where Tana went.
Oh, girl, probably.
It keeps popping out.
Hell, if she went to some place like that, maybe the tooth wouldn't fall out. They'd cement that thing in there so good it'd never fall out again.
You see that Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw that video of that. Remember the Gorilla Glue lady? Wasn't that like 2020 that she did it to her
It's
hair?
like been 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, they were like, you guys remember her? I was like, yeah, I do.
That's crazy.
I wonder what happened to her.
So let me tell y'all what this scam is, right? So I've seen a lot of shit in my day. I've seen people do this very thing. I can't even believe people think this is a money glitch. There's nothing that you're going to get for free in life. You have to be stupid to do this kind of shit. And the fact that they're getting on the internet recording themselves doing this is bonkers. What these people are doing is they're going to Chase Bank and they're writing themselves a check, a bad check, and they're depositing it in the account. And then they're closing the account and drawing the money out before.
I didn't know they were closing the account.
Yeah, I mean, some people are saying they're closing the account. Some people are saying that they're just depositing the check and whatever's instantly like applied to the account they're withdrawing. Apparently, people are saying that they're going to buy G-Wagons, cars, houses, down payments on houses.
I used to work as a bank teller. I've seen a lot of fraud checks in my day. I've stopped a lot of fraud checks in my day. Seen information floating around that the Chase Bank glitch was actually check kiting. And I've just been waiting for a moment to talk about this because check kiting is actually a different thing. When you run a check kite, so to speak, you open 4 different accounts at different financial institutions. You write a $100 check from one account to the other. Then you write a $200 check from that account to another one. And then you write a $300 check to another one. And then you write a $400 check from that one back to the first one. You run a kite and all of these checks pay each other off. This type of check kiting is actually extremely hard for financial institutions to catch and is honestly a much better fraud scheme than whatever the bitches are doing who are just committing check fraud. I do think it's interesting how it's shown the holes in our financial system, however. Like, I don't know what these people think writing bad checks is, but I don't know why they thought this was a glitch. Definitely don't do it. Although banks do take 7 to 10 business days for checks to actually clear, when you cash a check, especially if it's of a big size, it usually gets put on a hold to prevent this kind of thing from happening. However, when you deposit through an ATM, that won't happen as rigorously. When you deposit a check, the bank is essentially fronting you the money until they receive it from the other financial institution. So it's not going to come back bad for 7 to 10 days, but you're on the hook for the money. If someone sends you a check and you deposit it and spend the money and it was a bad check and you didn't know, you're still on the hook for the money. This is why I think it's really important that you don't believe everything you see on the internet. I once had this guy friend who was showing me this way that people were getting all kinds of money. Like, he was like, yeah, you just send them $700 and then you get thousands on this debit card. And I was like, he was like, look, there's all these people with all this money. And I'm like, you know what's going to happen? You're going to send them your $700 and they're going to go poof, gone. Fraud schemes aren't going anywhere, but There's no such thing as free money.
These people are so fucking stupid. This is like when people got the PPP loans
Yes,
during
all
COVID,
over again.
and all of a sudden people had G-Wagons, brand new Mercedes, everything driving down the road. And then, oh, I'm so surprised that the government came to collect. Like,
Girl, no, what's wild is there was a lot of
my
people that
God.
got off with that PPP shit, right? That was with the federal government. I can't believe they got away with that. But this is Chase Bank, girl. Chase Bank ain't playing that bullshit.
no. God, and they prosecute.
Yeah, you going to jail. If something seems too good to be true, it most likely is. And if you do something like this, you're gonna end up in jail.
But
You're gonna end up under the jail.
Why would you, first of all, why would you ever think it would be a good idea, even if there was some kind of glitch where it was giving people money from a fucking bank, why would you ever think it was a good idea to go and log in with your fucking card on that machine to get that money out?
There's
or even
cameras.
do anything on an account? They all deserve to go to prison. I think that they are all so fucking stupid. I cannot stress that enough. I don't feel bad for them.
But you know
I
what's
don't.
crazy
How dumb are
about
you?
it? There's people that are doing this and getting angry and calling into the bank asking where the fuck their money is.
You know what? I was telling Vanessa, this reminds me of when people, because back in the day when we used to coupon, whenever there was like a glitch at a store, like let's say Target, and maybe like a vacuum would be marked down from like $200 something, people would be getting it for like $5. They'd put it on the glitch group over on Facebook, and somebody in the comments would be like, I'm calling the store and I'm telling on you. Or they would literally call the fucking store and they'd be like, hi, I saw on Facebook that there's a glitch going on and this vacuum is ringing up for this. Is that true? And then they take the glitch away.
People got to ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
Like that
They
to
do.
me is an honest mistake. If they're going to fuck up, that's
Yeah.
bank error in your favor
Yeah.
all day long, right? I worked in retail before and I've had to give people shit for pennies, right? If I fuck up, that's my bad. But this is completely different from that.
Okay, but wait a minute. What about those stories of when people have just like woken up and all of a sudden there's like $1.2 million in their account and the bank is like, oh, sorry, that was a glitch. We need the money back. I remember there was a story of some lady that
I
didn't
would
want to give
spend
the
it.
money back.
Girl, I would
I
spend
think she
it.
went to jail.
And I would put
That
part.
lady.
I would put part of it.
That's
that
their
money would be
fault.
put on legal fees or something. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, I was like maybe 12 or something. My cousin used to go to this bank, and there was a glitch because he would like pull out $200 and he would spit out $400. I don't know what he was doing then, and the bank never caught it. Girl, I was a kid. I don't even remember what bank it was or
Where's
anything.
he at
like-
now?
Girl, I
Might
don't
be
know.
in prison.
Probably
You
in
don't
prison.
know.
He
Yeah.
might. He actually ended up going to prison.
He's probably one of the people.
for fraud.
He's
for
probably
fraud,
one of the
girl.
people that was doing
Yeah,
this.
he used to do the same kind of shit, like writing bad checks, like these people with Chase are doing,
This
and
is
he
so
wound up in
dumb.
prison. This is just wild to me. If you need money that bad, go get a job.
The
Go
fact
get a
that some
job.
of them were getting out like $90,000 and going and buying a brand new fucking car. I'll tell you what, some of those people over on TikTok that just all day, every day are begging for fucking donations, not doing anything to fucking help themselves, should have got in on this.
Yeah, right.
Maybe some of them did.
It's just crazy to me, the day and age that we live in. People just want to steal and
Why are
like not
people-
work for their money.
People love following the stupidest fucking trends. I just saw that I think it was a 13-year-old, an 11 or a 13-year-old is now in like critical fucking care because they are now they're huffing. They're huffing, but it's called like chroming. Chroming now. Because
I've
you know
seen
they
that.
love to rename, the younger generation loves to rename things and act like they have like discovered it. Girl,
Is that the
mermaid
like,
hair?
Is that like the whipped cream stuff? Like I saw it was like nitrous oxide that they're inhaling.
Oh, there's a whole company now that is literally selling fucking huffing material.
That is so crazy
and
to me.
branding it with fucking
You
flavors.
can literally die
Yeah.
the first time that you do something
Yeah.
like that. I learned that in school and that stuck with me. I was never doing that shit.
No, but the people that huff are probably the ones doing this bank glitch.
Oh, for sure.
Thing that fucking happened.
For
Okay, let's be honest. Tide Pods have grown up.
Girl, they're clearly lacking something essential, and I don't know where it is, up here or where. The elevator ain't going all the way to the top.
They're probably victims of gentle parenting.
Oh.
To be honest, never got a spanking in their life.
Yeah. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down below. I think it's stupid. If something's too good to be true, it is. There's no money glitch. You're not
They
gonna,
deserve what's
you're-
coming to them.
You're never gonna wake up and find a money
They do.
glitch where you get an infinite like money printer. These people act like it's GTA. Did you see a
Yeah.
couple months ago there was some kids that actually ran into a bank with their masks and stuff on and like stuck up a bank, and it was like 12, 13, and 14-year-olds. Wild times we
Oh
live
my
in.
God.
But on to something equally as crazy and exciting, I guess. Amy Slaton has been arrested, girl. They have put her ass in the slammer. She was out at the zoo, and apparently they're saying that her car smelled like narcotics.
What narcotic though? Has
Girl,
anybody clarified for
I have
anybody
no
what this
idea.
narcotic was?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But the story gets crazier.
Something
It's
illegal.
like this is one of those things that it just gets worse as it keeps going. So her, and I don't know if the kids were there or not, but she ended up getting charged with child endangerment. And Amy, apparently, people are saying she got into an argument or altercation with the Camel, and the Camel bit her.
I'm Megan Fee of the WKRN.com alert as following breaking news out of West Tennessee. The star of a reality TV show on TLC has been arrested after a day at a drive-through zoo. According to Crockett County Sheriff's, deputies responded to Safari Park in Alamo for reports of a guest being bit by a camel. Once they arrived, they were immediately overtaken by suspicious odors from the visitor's car. Amy Slaton Halterman, star on the show 1,000-Pound Sisters, was arrested for having drugs and 2 charges of child endangerment. Brian Scott Lavorne also faces the same charges. Both have been booked into the Crockett County Jail.
You know what? Sometimes when you're on that shit,
Girl,
you
for real.
just fucking think that everybody's trying to fucking come for you and
Listen,
all that, you know?
I never thought that I would be sitting down to make a drama video about
fight with
Amy
a camel.
Slaton fighting with the camel and getting arrested for narcotics and shit. Like,
Camel
I've
probably
talked
kicked her
about
ass.
her, like, in videos. I've never made a whole headline video about her. I just think it's crazy. Amy has came so far. Her and her sister have worked so fucking hard. They got a TV show. They came from YouTube. And just to see her throw this shit away and fuck up her image the way she is, it's kind of disappointing. It really, truly is.
Okay, but hold on, wait a minute now. Fuck up the image. The image was not so.
Well, no.
great
I'm not saying.
before,
I'm not saying
because
that.
I remember
Listen,
the first time that I heard about Amy Slaton, she was talking about how the sister was dying and they were gonna have to get a special casket.
Yeah.
Like they were gonna have to like saw her.
She
in
was
half.
scamming, girl.
Like for that, and guess who didn't die?
She didn't die, and
Yeah.
I remember that. That was like way back in the day, like when I first started YouTube.
Yeah.
She was talking about how she was in the hospital and
So there
Tammy
ain't
was
no
gonna
image.
die, and she needed that casket and to pay for like funeral arrangements. I think Amy came back and said that since she didn't die, they were gonna pay the bills with it, but that wasn't part of the like fundraiser. People were pissed about that back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she built her image up to this like great persona, but
I
what
just
I'm
don't
saying
think she
is
had, like,
she and Tammy have worked very hard, and it's just crazy to see her like fuck up her life this way, because to endanger your kids this way, to get into a fight with a fucking camel. This sounds like the movie The Hangover. It really does. Like, who the fuck has ever like got bitten by a camel and got arrested in the same like?
She probably got her ass kicked by that camel.
I wish.
I don't want to see the police footage of this. I want to see somebody that was like their point of view of the camel.
Oh, yeah, damn. I hope somebody has that footage. Okay, so of course I was being nosy since I had never heard of Amy being arrested before, even with me like talking about her in passing throughout the years. So I went looking, and apparently this isn't her first time being arrested, girl.
No.
It's not. So Amy actually has a story time up on her channel now, and I think, I can't remember the name of it. I think it was like My Story Time, How I Got Arrested. Do you know what Amy got arrested for?
What?
She went up into the Walmart and hid a book up in her bag, and when she walked out,
A book?
a book. And when the guy asked her where she got the book, she told him that she bought it at another store. And they had her on
Oh.
camera, girl. They had her
Okay.
on camera stealing it.
Oh, but the book.
It was 2010. I had a job, but I had recently quit my job. My grandpa died and everything like that, so everything was going bad for me. And I really wanted this book, and I thought, well, I'm going to try to steal it. So I put it in my purse, and when I walked out the door of Walmart, it beeped. The little security thing beeped. I don't know what you call it. But it beeped. The person came over to me. He was like, "Did you steal anything?" And I'm like, "No, you can check my bag, da da da." So he checked, and he was like, "There's a book right here. Did you pay for it?" I was like, "Yeah, at another store." You know, trying to lie. And he checked the cameras, and he was like, "Well, you're lying. We called the cops." So I came back there, and he took pictures of the book, and the cop arrived, and he took a statement, and he was like, "Well, if you didn't lie to me, I wouldn't have never called the cops. If you would have told me the truth, I would have let you go with a warning." So the cop was like, "Are you okay? Or I don't have to handcuff you, do I?" And I was like, "Nah." So I texted my mom real quick. I was like, "I'm going to jail. Pick me up."
I don't know what
She
the
just
book
wanted
was.
to do a little learning that day. I thought you were going to tell me that she stole something like crazy expensive. Not a book. Definitely was not expecting you to say a book. At all.
I was shocked when I watched the video and she
Yeah.
said it was a book. I thought it was going to be like a spiral ham or
Okay,
something.
Amy Slaton, we don't hate you for that.
No.
Well,
we
what was the
don't.
book? What book was it?
I want to know myself, to be honest. But I want to know what you guys think. I've never made a video like this about Amy Slaton. I just think it's crazy that she got so popular and she's beloved by so many people, and she's letting her life like
Got
go
a whole
back.
TV show.
Got a whole ass TV show. Do you know how
Yeah.
many YouTubers can say they've got a TV show? Not
That's
many.
not crack.
I hope it ain't either. I really do think that she could end up being the next Mama June if she's not careful, girl.
Yeah.
But with that said, if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing. And if you made it this far in this video, leave me the camel emoji down below for obvious reasons. I really want a story time. I want to know how she ended up getting bit by this damn camel, you guys. I hope you all have an amazing day, and we will see you all in my next video.
Bye.
Bye guys.